Hi, this is Josette from California Hair Extensions and Hair Academy. We have something very special to share with you today as far as hair extensions, hair augmentation, and different hair conditions as far as hair loss like alopecia, trichotillomania, alopecia monochalaris. You can look that up if you don't understand what that means. So I at California Hair Extensions, I specialize in these conditions. And my client, Wendy, she suffers from trichotillomania. And that's it's just a nervous condition where you kind of pull your hair out like, everybody does their thing when they're nervous. They have a habit, they may bite their nails, but she just happens to pull her hair out. And so our goal today, I'm going to show you how I'm going to give her a full set of hair. With her condition, I'm going to show you how I'm going to give her a mold. I'm going to show you how I do it with the pole weaving machine, which I'm famous for. And so far we're going to go right into it. I'm going to ask her some questions, and I really thank her for doing this. She is not only a model, she is a paying client. And she is volunteered to do this because there are so many women. I look at YouTube and I see a lot of hair extensions, I see a lot of women with beautiful hair, and they're great, you have a lot of talented stylists out there. But there are so many women that suffer from this kind of hair loss and much worse, and they don't think they can have the hair of their dreams. But you know what? You can. So we're going to go right into it. This is Wendy, my client, and I'm going to ask her some questions, and we're just going to kind of share back and forth what she expects and what I'm going to do for her. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and you're going to see the end result. So with that, let's get started. Okay? Wendy, all right, thank you for being here. I really appreciate this. I really appreciate this. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. And I'm so excited to do this. I'm so excited to do this, man. This is creativity. Okay. I want to ask you a question. How was it easy? Is it easy to find a stylist that specializes in these certain conditions?
It is difficult. Okay. I haven't found very many, and they don't really work with you. They'll order a piece. They'll order a hair piece, or I don't know if they have the extensions. They don't try to dye it to match your hair color. It's kind of whatever they have is what you get. Okay. And I wasn't pleased. Okay. It just didn't seem like it looked real, and also you deal with people that are flakes, or they're not professional, and so that was my experience with those.
Now, this is your second time coming to me. You came to me the first time.
Yes.
And so how did you find me, and how did you feel? What made you feel comfortable enough for me to do this to your hair and to give you the hair of your dreams?
Well, I researched different salons, made different appointments, had consultations with different hair salons. I went to one of my ladies that did my hair before, and she's just kind of gone downhill and turned into a flake, and she won't do the same way that she did before. And then so I went through all those, and then I said, okay, well, let's try you. So I called, and we made a consultation. I felt really excited the first time I came in. I was really impressed with your capabilities, your different technique of weaving, and I was more pleased. But money was an issue, and so I've found different avenues to take to make that happen. And what was the other question?
You know what? I was going to ask you, how has this condition affected your life? I mean, how have you felt? I mean, has it affected in a positive or negative? Or?
Oh, definitely negative. The condition started when I was a baby. My parents noticed that I started to miss hair on the side of my head, and so my mom observed me at night and realized that I was pulling the hair out of the side of my head, twirling it up into a little ball, and tickling my nose with it to fall asleep when I was a little baby. And so they bought me a doll.
Wow.
They bought me a doll, and I pulled the hair out of it and twirled it in little balls and took my nose with it to fall asleep, and it stopped. And then it resurfaced when I was in junior high school. Our teacher had us take a single hair out of our heads to look underneath the microscope, and it resurfaced.
And that triggered it.
And that triggered it. And it wasn't until a couple years after that that I finally, I had like a little zit growing out of my hairline, out of one of the hairs, and I pulled it out. And from there on, I couldn't stop pulling.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've struggled with it. I think the longest I've ever gone without pulling my hair was 6 months.
That's great.
And,
That's great.
It was able to grow like maybe 6 inches. But right now I'm having a hard time with it growing.
Yeah.
I'm having a little bit of
It needs
trouble.
to be covered.
Yeah.
It needs to be covered to where you can't get to it.
Yeah.
And let me say, I have seen conditions far worse. You know, far worse. At least you have this right here that we're going to work with. We're going to make long. The next question the final question before we get started is, what do you expect from this experience? What is the hair of your dreams? I know we talked about it.
Well, I'm looking forward to
what are you looking for?
Whatever masterpiece that you can that you'll come up with. I trust you as far as your capabilities and skills. And I'm just excited about the whole process. I can't wait because it's been, it's been 16, 17 years since I've had a full head of hair.
Okay.
And it's affected me majorly throughout my life. Emotionally, it's kept me depressed.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to be confident. And I've always had to cover it up somehow. I found ways to style my hair to do a pullover technique that most people, they didn't even realize that I had a hair problem.
Yeah.
But now it's come to the point in my life where I'm getting back into pulling again.
Yeah, okay.
Badly, and
it's
now,
good that you came, when you know what to say, it's good that you came back to me.
Yeah.
So you're not going to, that's going to help that. And I just want to say myself, I also have alopecia in the front of my head. So I can relate to you, but I'm a hairdresser, so I know how to hide it. I know how to put pieces on and all that kind of stuff. So you're not the only one that suffers from some kind of hair condition, and that's something that I really want to bring out. There are so many women that suffer from different types of hair condition, alopecia or some kind of baldness. So with that, I want to thank Wendy again. We're going to get started. I'm going to show you how to do a mold. I'm going to kind of walk you through the process, and we're going to go from there. Okay, let's get started.
yes.
Okay. This is your piece.
Oh, wow.
This is your piece. Isn't she beautiful?
Oh, I like that.
Isn't she gorgeous?
That is beautiful. Wow.
You excited?
Very excited.
All right.
Wow. Wow.
I'm just going to get a fitting before I start sewing, but before I attach it to your head. I'm just going to get a fitting.
Let's get it.
Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel to where you will always get updates on current videos that I have on my website for online purchase. I'm going to do a video every month, and you can watch it at the convenience of your own home. So thank you so much, and I will definitely see you later.
You know it. You know it.